Well, hey, LTD family, welcome back for another episode of the Morning Huddle. We're in the week of February 26th through March 3rd. We're jumping into March, so it's super exciting. I'm Sam.
And I'm Andrea.
And we are so excited to start the week with you guys. So we are on step 4. So this is the last of the 4 steps to yes is the answer. And the last step is be creative. So she talks about in the book that sometimes this means, brainstorming, being prepared ahead of time. And other times you need to be creative on the spot.
Yes, absolutely. Here at the Loft, one of our mottos is different by design. Yeah. And so we're different than most. Mm-hmm. So we try our best to be most prepared because we are different. So one of our examples of being different is we don't have ice machines on the floors. We do not have complimentary breakfast. We only have a couple of room types. So we are just an aesthetically different type of hotel.
Yes.
So a lot of our brainstorming with being prepared is a must. Guests always ask us about ice, so we kind of have it to pivot those things of, we have ice machines right behind us. We don't have them on the floors. We get that to socialize so you can come down and see us. And while you're down getting ice, hey, play some bingo. So it kind of pivots, kind of like the cons of what people might think that would be a con to something positive, and not them having to think of something negative or anything inconvenient. So those are some things that we get prepared about early about the breakfast. We already know. We also give our Bomboy members bags.
Yeah.
In them. So that helps a lot with pivoting from having to say a no or having to say something in a negative connotation. So we can already have something positive. We have snacks in this bag for you just in case you aren't able to get breakfast. So some of those things, but we do have those on the fly moments where we definitely have to pivot and bring the difference of what our property doesn't have to what we do have. And it just makes just to be creative and have it already in your head because we kind of already know it, and just to have those ideas so you can just be on the fly with it, and it can be seamless, right? Because sometimes on the fly you're like it could be jumping around and not really know. So we try to be creative enough so that we are seamlessly and flowing into what the guests want at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's great. And I love the idea of also brainstorming with your team.
Yes.
All of the team has an opportunity to contribute to this, this conversation, and engaging every member of the team. They're the ones who are fielding a lot of the requests from guests that we may not even be aware of all of the time. And so I think this as an intentional exercise is a really fruitful one, and one that can really yield the most creative responses and the most creative solutions to some of these challenges. So
absolutely. And it also gives the team involved. It gets your team involved and engaged in trying to, and everybody's ideas are put together and it becomes a fun item. So the team is also engaged in it. So it brings a good team building exercise along with it. So everybody's kind of enjoying how to find those creative moments within, and everybody knows their own properties. So everybody knows what is needed and where that creativity is needed to be able to help those pivots with guests.
Yeah, and I'm sure that all of our team members would be excited for those solutions to be formulated well in advance so that they, makes their lives much easier as well. So
absolutely.
I think that is a great challenge for this week for all of us to identify what some of those challenges may be and to start brainstorming on some creative solutions and put those in our toolbox.
Absolutely.
So that we're ready to pull them out when the opportunity presents itself. So
absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and move on to just a little food for thought. So this week, we wanted to think about embracing positivity and self-compassion.
Mm-hmm.
And so really our question this week is, how does nurturing a positive mindset and practicing self-compassion empower you to conquer obstacles and flourish both professionally and personally?
Absolutely. I was reading this food for thought, and it made me think of just giving ourselves some grace, right? And grace and kindness to our own selves. And then, I had to get out of I'm allowed to make a mistake, right? I'm allowed to not know things or learn how to, and not be so hard on ourselves. Yeah. So definitely the nurturing and giving myself some grace and self compassion. Created a positivity and knowing that, hey, I can make a mistake, but I know how to fix it. I can learn how to fix it. And then the positivity just rolls out of that. And makes me a little bit more self-aware and help the self-esteem too. So I definitely just going in a positive mindset, and you won't get down on yourself. And then just keep it going and be in a positive light. And then it makes you and your team members and the guests, it's an all around thing, professionally and personally, where everybody can be able to benefit from it.
Yeah, I think we know, right, that mistakes are it's not if it's going to happen, it will happen.
It will happen.
Mistakes. We are all human. And I think, but if we embrace them and we see them as opportunities to learn and to grow from them, then, it's not a failure. It's only a failure if we don't learn from that mistake. And so we can really use those and leverage those as opportunities if we have the right mindset around them. And so I think that this is a great thing to practice and help us all maintain positive mindsets throughout the day, because again, we're going to make mistakes. Things are going to happen, but it's all in how we respond to them, and keeping that positive mindset will help us have a better response. So
absolutely
think about that. And, I always say, talk to yourself like you would talk to your best friend.
Absolutely.
Things that you say to yourself, you would often never, ever say to a best friend. Or
absolutely.
So, okay, you guys. So another food for thought. And now we're going to move on to our wonderful birthday celebration. Woo-hoo! Talk about self-care and self-love.
Oh, yeah.
Birthday. So February 26th, we have Paya and Spring Hill Suites, Norfolk.
And on February 27th, we have Marcel Manning from Delta Chesapeake and Kimberly Bruce from the Spring Hill Suites, Chesapeake.
Right. And then on February 28th, we have Donovan Webb, Delta Chesapeake, and Simone at the Staybridge Suites in Charlottesville.
And on March 2nd, we have Serena Schmidt from the Holiday Inn Newport News.
Awesome. And then our work anniversaries. So we've got February 27th, we have Ebony, 1 year, Aloft Chesapeake.
And Shakina Ford for her 1 year. I call them Aloft anniversaries. So here we call here at the Aloft, we call our Aloft people Aloft anniversaries. So she got Shakina for her 1 year Aloft anniversary.
I love that. March 1st, we have Paula. She's 2 years at the Fairfield, but this is a return visit. So really she's closer to 19 years, but this is yeah, absolutely.
That is awesome.
Yeah, no kidding.
And on March 3rd, we have Lovey Owens, 1 year, Chesapeake Hotels, and Arturo Jimenez Perez for 1 year at the Residence Inn Norfolk Airport.
Awesome. Okay. And now our star player of the week, we have Miss Constance. Constance is a hotel accountant at the Residence Inn Chesapeake and Spring Hill Suites, Chesapeake.
Woo! Congratulations, Constance. And Takita Jones, our corporate accounting auditor, said this about Constance. Since Constance has joined the team as the hotel accountant for Spring Hill Suites Chesapeake and the Residence Inn Chesapeake, there have been major improvements. Constance's get the job done attitude has been essential in affording the front desk team the knowledge on our policies and procedures. Within her first 2 months, she collected over $65,000 in past due AR balances. Woo, Constance. Mm-hmm. Constance is passionate about her job and takes pride in collecting every penny owed to us. I am proud of her growth and development. Great job, Constance. Great job.
Great job, Constance. Another unsung hero.
and doing two properties. That's a lot.
It is, Constance. And so we are so thankful for your faithfulness, for your diligence, clearly very diligent. The only good business is paid for business, right?
Absolutely.
So we are grateful for your diligence in making sure that we're collecting every penny. So a $50 gift card is headed your way. And thank you to Keita for taking the time to nominate your team members. It means a great deal to all of us. And with that, we are going to go ahead and close things up. So let's lean in
and get better together. Have a great week, everyone.
Have a great week,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.